Hi, I'm Ana de Armas and I play Sadie in the Apple original film Ghosted. Well, I think what got me excited was all of that. It was a combination of action, lots of humor. I thought it was a pretty originally funny, kind of like out of the box story, but it also reminded me of like the old adventure action films that I used to watch growing up. Also, working again with Chris, of course, I thought it was a really good opportunity for us to get together again, but in completely different roles. And Dexter, I thought he was a very, very talented director. Who I really wanted to have the opportunity to collaborate with. I really loved his previous works, and from the moment I talked to him and his energy and the way he is, I just knew it was going to be a fun experience. I had never seen Chris playing a part like this. I think for him, being the clumsy, you know, um, you know, stepping in the wrong places and falling and fumbling around it, just being so unprepared and out of his comfort zone. And it was very funny to watch. So Sadie is supposed to be the best of the best at the CIA. She's the agent, that everyone would send to the most dangerous, difficult mission that the agency would have. She's the taxman, and she's been in countless missions, and she's dedicated her life and everything to this. She wanted to be the best. She's worked so hard in exceeding at everything she does, and her reputation and her career is what matters the most to her. And she's really good at all of that, but she's not very good at letting people in. We meet Sadie in the movie, and then it's at the very beginning when she also meets Cole. She's going through kind of like a hard time, kind of like a existential crisis in a way, because everything that she's worked for so hard, she's kind of like questioning if this is really the life she wants, and if this is going to be it. Is this all? It's kind of like that state of mind that she's in. So, she's just at a farmer's market, minding her own business, trying to, stay off the grid after a mission she just finished, and she's not feeling very great. And she meets Cole, and Cole, it's a really bad meeting. They start off really badly, and it's just these two people that you see that there's something in there, but so off. There's no way these two people would ever connect. They're completely from different worlds. They don't speak the same language, but at the same time, somehow he manages to get her out for a coffee and go for a walk. And you can see her kind of like intrigued by this guy who seems to her to be so small-minded and like from this little town, who's never left the country, has no idea about anything in the world. But there's something about him that she's never seen before. And there's something that she's really curious about. There's something that softens her in the inside. And things go well on that first date. She kind of disappears, but not for the reasons he thinks. So he obviously thinks she ghosted him, but really she's just working. She's on another mission that she had to go to. What she could never anticipate is that, first of all, that he was so needy, and that he would be, so impatient and so cheesy, and crazy to go after her. And then he screws everything up. I think Chris is very talented, and he is just genuinely funny. And I loved going back to set with him because in Gray Man we really don't have anything together, just barely one scene. But in Knives Out, where we met, he plays, I mean, we both play completely different characters. So it was kind of like fun, and I was really looking forward to this new dynamic between us. And Chris is really hardworking. He's laser focused. He just asks a lot of questions, and he just gets very into it, and he likes to talk about the scene and deconstructing the scene and understanding where the camera is going to be, what the action is going to be, what we actually need, so we don't overshoot things, or he likes to know what we're doing, and I learned a lot from him. This set for me was full of joy. I had such an incredible time, and I think that started with our director, Dexter, because he is like that. He's so happy, problem solver, never complains. He's so excited, so grateful for the opportunity, so grateful to have us on set. He is also an actor. He understands what we go through and how hard it is to do things and to make things work and make it feel authentic and feel comfortable. It was just so amazing. I think this movie, it's you'll see we have like big action scenes, and it's very fast paced and entertaining and fun and all of that. But I think underneath all of that, the story, it's very relatable, very modern. It's very charming. It has the movie has a big heart, and I think that that's what people is going to find the connection with. It could have been, just a completely different setup, and it still be touching and it still be relevant. But I think, it just happens to be in these incredible locations and set pieces and full